careers. Bayes University is in a league of its own. We're all about our people, processes, and technology.
Bayes is one of the highly rated universities in Nigeria in terms of product quality standards.
We don't just produce graduates, but groom people into employers of labor.
And it has made us understand that learning is all about three things. We learn, we unlearn, and we relearn.
Bayes University Hospital offers a range of specialized services equipped with the latest technology, manned by a team of trusted professionals. And now, our vision extends beyond our walls with the Baba Ahmed University in Kano following our lead. Join us at Bayes University and invest in your future today.
Bayes University is the institution that you will get the best value for money education in Nigeria.
Bayes University. Learn to live.
Welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Jumai Manson. Would like to remind you that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365. Now the news in full. The Nigerian Labour Congress has issued a warning against any attempt to suppress Nigerians' fundamental right to express their views, particularly in the light of the planned nationwide protests. The NLC therefore called on the government to engage the protesters constructively rather than resorting to measures that will undermine citizens' right to voice their grievances. The Labour Union also called on President Bola Tinubu to listen to the cries of Nigerians over hunger and widespread hardship in the country. The Defense Police Officers' Wives Association, or Gogo Musa, says the association is committed to serving and supporting those in need, especially internally displaced persons. She made this known while distributing relief items to internally displaced persons at Durumi IDP camp in Abuja. Kikelomo Okere has details.
Tents of Durumi IDP camp are made up of 330 households, 70% of whom are women and children from Borno, Adamawa and Yobe State, displaced by insurgents in the northeast. President, Defense Police Officers' Wives Association, Ogogo Musa, says medical outreach and the relief material is in commemoration of her birthday to identify with the less privileged.
To mark my special day, but also to demonstrate our commitment to serving and supporting those in need. To the internally displaced persons here today, I want to assure you that we see through your struggles, we hear your stories, and we are dedicated to helping you in any little way we can.
The women leader Durumi IDP camp applauds the DIPOA president for her kind gesture.
Body, her face are shining because of the goods that she bring for us. She give us health and she give us food and she put smile on our face, on our children's face. So we are so glad, we are so happy, we are happy for her.
Other items distributed includes 90 bags of rice, 10 bags of gari, 10 bags of guinea corn, among others. A medical outreach with distribution of drugs. Kikelomo Okere, Global Television News.
Operatives of Ibadan Zonal Directorate of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission have arrested 10 suspects over their involvement in illegal mining in Ogbomosho, Oyo State. The suspects were arrested with 6 trucks fully loaded with Ithian. The Lagos State Police Command has detected a fake sachet water manufacturing factory operating with another brand name registered by the National Agency for Drug and Food and Drug Administration Control in the Oluwole Market area of Lagos. The command spokesman, SP Benjamin, posted this on his verified X handle, formerly Twitter, while confirming the arrest of the suspects. Hayinde commended the people of Lagos for providing the police with information leading to the operation and for safeguarding the health of Lagosians. The National Orientation Agency has urged residents in Jigawa to be vigilant and heed safety measures to mitigate flooding. The NOA director in the state, Malam Ahmed Ibrahim, stated this in a statement by his spokesperson, Sarah Ogodo. He said the call was imperative sequel to the National Flood Early Warning System, which indicated that the state is likely to experience downpours in the coming weeks. Over now to Jigawa State Council of Chiefs and Christian Association of Nigeria have called on the Nigerian government to address the hardship in the country. The group gave the advice at a town hall meeting in Dutse, the state capital, attended by Governor Umar Nnamdi, students and trade union leaders. They asked residents of the state not to join the planned state protest, warning that if it could trigger a breakdown of law and order. The Khan chairperson in Jigawa, Muniz Hassan, urged the government to set a market price stabilizing mechanisms to check arbitrary hikes in food prices. You're watching Midday News, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We are on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms by using the Global TV NG handles now showing on your screen. When Midday News return, Nigerian Labour Congress warns against clampdown on organizers of protesters. We'll bring you this and other more stories right after this break. Do stay with us. You're welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is Global Television bringing you live broadcasts of Midday News. Thank you for staying with us. On our business desk, the president of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has made an offer to sell the Dangote refinery to Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited. Speaking in an executive interview, he expressed his willingness to sell the refinery to address allegations of monopoly in the industry. He stated that if the NNPCL takes over the refinery, the allegations of monopoly will no longer be valid. Oil marketers have projected a landing cost of 1,170 naira per litre for petroleum motor spirit, popularly called petrol. The monthly subsidy on the commodity has increased to about 707 billion naira. It was also gathered that as the Dangote Petroleum Refinery begins petrol production in August, the company might export the product following the crude oil supply crisis and other regulatory challenges confronting the $21 billion firm. The organized private sector has warned against a hike in interest rates as the Central Bank of Nigeria's Monetary Policy Committee continues its meeting in Abuja today. This is the fourth committee meeting of 2024, and at the end of every meeting before now, the committee has increased the benchmark interest rate in a bid to tame the rise in inflation. The last increase was in May, when the monetary policy rate was hiked to 26.25% from 24.75%. The Director General of the National Automotive Design and Development Council, Joseph Osinikben, has called on collaboration among key players in the automotive industry to enable the achievement of smooth manufacturing of Nigerian-made vehicles. The NADDC DG said the industry was capable of employing millions of Nigerian youths if properly explored, and the industry was as visible as oil in the country. Osinikben stated this during a recent working visit to vehicle assemblers plants in Lagos. On our foreign scene now, the death toll from a landslide in southern Ethiopia has risen to at least 146, warning that the number could rise. The landslide occurred around 10 a.m. on Monday following heavy rains in a mountainous area of South Ethiopia regional state. The last toll given was 55. Vice President Kamala Harris has secured the support of majority of Democratic delegates to become the party's nominee for president. Report says she had received the endorsement of more than 1,976 delegates needed to win the nomination in the first round of voting. And this means Harris is on course to be crowned the party's standard bearer and take on Republican Donald Trump in November's presidential election. Police are out in force on the empty streets of Uganda capital Kampala ahead of a planned anti-corruption rally that has been banned by the authorities. President Yoweri Museveni, who has ruled the East African country with an iron fist for almost 4 decades, had warned the demonstrators at the weekend that they were playing with fire. Police said 3 opposition lawmakers were remanded in custody after opposition leader Bobby Wine said his National Unity Platform headquarters was under siege by the police and army officers. This call to action over corruption has been organized online, drawing inspiration from the mostly Gen Z-led anti-government protests in neighboring Kenya that have rolled the country for a month. In sports, Victor Osimhen playing one more season at Napoli looks increasingly imminent due to reports of emerging twist in his move to Paris Saint-Germain. The Nigerian striker has been the subject of a move away from Napoli this summer. But his €130 million release clause has scared off suitors from the preferred destination. The English Premier League, PSG, reignited their interest in the player last week, and this week was expected to be decisive in the transfer. Chelsea has left Trevor Chalobah out of their squad for the pre-season tour of the United States, with the defender now likely to look for a move away. Chalobah, despite taking part in Enzo Maraca's training seasons, his summer is said to have been told to stay at home in a shock nub, leaving his future uncertain. Mikel Arteta has admitted upgrades are needed across his squad if Arsenal is to win the Premier League as the club closes in on signing Ricardo Calafari. The Gunners play Bournemouth and Manchester United this week in Los Angeles before facing off against Liverpool in Philadelphia next week in their U.S. preseason tour. And that's it on Midday News, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DSTV, channel 365, and Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms by using at Global TV NG and at the handles now showing on your screen. I am Jumai Manson. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.